Hi, welcome to Harwood Saxophone Lessons. Lesson 1, we're going to have a new instrument out, all in a box, and be happy with this thing. So, first thing, you need to know how to put it together. Here we go. Open the case. Always a bonus, that one. If you open the case, it's easy to get the instrument out. So, here's our instrument. Oh, scary thing, just bought it, don't know what I'm doing. So, look around. Here's the main body of the instrument, nice and, well, not quite so shiny, but anyway. So, first thing I'm going to do is hook it onto my strap. Oh, it's safe. I don't want to drop this thing, that's going to be expensive. Then, I've got this bag. In the bag, a mouthpiece and a crook. Crook goes into the end of the instrument here. You have to mind you don't bend this pin, it's important. That thing moves around on this key here. So you have to engage it very carefully. And what I do is I just press this side with the palm of my hand when I've got hold of the crook, and that opens this out a little bit, and so it engages properly over the pin of the instrument and allows it to fit nicely. It's like this. Slide it in. Dead straightforward, no problem whatsoever. Cool. And then there's a screw just here to nip it up. Nip it up. You don't have to have it really tight. You're not holding anything solid. It's just to stop the crook moving around. So gentle. Don't overdo it. Don't strain the instrument. Another thing that we forget about a lot is, or rather, as a person that's played saxophone for a long time, I forget about things how you can become confused. A lot of people think that a saxophone, when you're playing it, is straight like that. Okay, there's a white background, so hopefully you can see that. The crook, this piece, is sticking straight up in the air and the bell straight. That's not right, because at the back here is a rest for our thumb for our left hand. And if we put a thumb on that now with this thing all lined up in a straight line, it doesn't work properly, everything's out of line. So what you have to do is the crook lines up more with the rest of your thumb, and that puts the bell, this piece, over at an angle slightly. So that's correct, it's not straight. So don't think that you've got to have it in a straight line, because that'll make it really difficult for you to play. Okay? So put the hook back in, don't want to drop this. So that just leaves me with the mouthpiece. So I'm ready to put the mouthpiece on, and the mouthpiece just pushes carefully onto this piece of cork here on the end of the crook. With a brand new instrument, mine's been around the houses a few times, and this piece of cork's got lots and lots of grease on it. And it's not really greasy, but it's been used a lot, so it's slightly greasy and slippery, which allows the mouthpiece to slide on nicely. With a brand new instrument, you're best to have just a tiny little bit of Vaseline. Just smear on the end of your fingers and rub that into the cork so that it will slide, allow the mouthpiece to slide on nicely. Otherwise, one, you could A, damage the cork and tear it, so you'd have to have that replaced, or B, the mouthpiece just won't go on to allow you to tune the instrument. So the mouthpiece slides on, simple as that. And there we are. In this case, we're ready to play. Now then, if this was just the first instrument, allow me to just put this thing down so it's not hung around my neck while I'm talking to you. So I'll take the crook out again, undo the nut, just slide it out and put it back in the box. So before we can play this thing, there has to be a reed on. I'm lucky, I was playing earlier on today, so the reed's already fitted to my mouthpiece. But you have to put these things together. If you don't do it right, you just won't make any sound, or you'll make sound, but it certainly won't be music. So the reed fits on the mouthpiece, on the flat face, parallel, nice and straight, covers the rails, and not too high like that, not too low so there's a great big gap. It has to be in the right place. Now obviously it doesn't hold there by magic. Ta-da! No, you need this thing, the ligature, and this holds our reed in place. If you look at a ligature, you're probably going to struggle to see this. This end, in this case the way I'm holding it, the left, is slightly bigger than the right hand end, and that works with the mouthpiece that's smaller here and bigger that way. So I need to just slide the ligature on the right way round. If I try it the wrong way round, it won't go anyway. So slide it on to the mouthpiece, which leaves a little gap here at the bottom for me to slide the reed into. So I just push the ligature forward slightly, push the reed carefully into there. Never push it by the tip because you could damage it, and if you damage the tip then you've just got to throw the reed away and put a new one on. So now I have to line the reed up carefully. I hope you can see this. If not, I'll do another video at some point, guys, where I'll show this close up of my lovely hands. So this reed is now in line with the top of the mouthpiece, and hopefully, and I can't see because I'm showing it to you, in line with the rails on the mouthpiece as well. So that I would then nip up, and again, all you're doing is holding the reed in place. You're not crushing it, you're not going to sort of tie your car to it or anything, or tie up a boat from drifting off. You just need to hold it in place. When you hold it in place nicely, it'll vibrate when we come to play the thing. So there we go, reed fitted to the mouthpiece. It's in line more or less with the top of the mouthpiece. It's in line with the rails here side to side. It looks about right to my eyes, but I haven't got my glasses on, so it's as close as I can get. You can see, hopefully I can see, that there's a gap here that allows the reed to vibrate, and that's what makes a sound. So anyway, let's go back to making our first noises. Mouthpiece. Saxophone, this ain't a mouthpiece, this is a saxophone. Clip it into the strap, don't drop it. Plug out, crook in, lined up, just fasten up that screw gently, mouthpiece on. Okay, here we go. Left hand in place, we're not going to be anything technical. Mouthpiece in, rest your top teeth on the top of the mouthpiece. Top teeth resting on there, your bottom teeth don't touch it. Close your mouth around it and breathe out. And you're going to get lovely sound. That'll do for today. Thank you.